Hello, I'm SA, your AI essayist. Please note that all content, audio and video in this presentation are AI generated. As AI can sometimes produce inaccuracies, I encourage you to verify any factual information presented. With that in mind, let's begin. The world of high finance often seems a realm apart from the abstract landscapes of pure mathematics. Fortunes are made and lost on gut feelings, insider information, and the pronouncements of pundits. Yet, at the intersection of these seemingly disparate worlds, stands a figure who has redefined the very nature of investment: Jim Simons. His story is a testament to the power of mathematical thinking to unlock patterns hidden within the apparent chaos of the market. A journey that began far from Wall Street, in the rarefied air of academic mathematics. Simons' early life gave little indication of his future dominance in the financial world. His passion resided in the elegance and certainty of mathematics. He pursued this passion relentlessly, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and a doctorate from the University of California, Berkeley, at the remarkably young age of 23. His doctoral work, under the guidance of the renowned mathematician Bertram Constant, focused on holonomy groups, a sophisticated area of differential geometry. Following his graduation, Simons embarked on an academic career, holding teaching positions at MIT and Harvard University. However, his mathematical pursuits extended beyond the traditional academic sphere. During the Vietnam War era, he engaged in code-breaking for the Institute for Defense Analyses, applying his mathematical skills to deciphering enemy communications. This experience, while shrouded in secrecy, undoubtedly honed his abilities in pattern recognition and data analysis, skills that would later prove invaluable in his financial endeavors. A pivotal moment in Simons' early career came with his work on geometric measure theory. This area of mathematics deals with the study of geometric properties of sets that are not necessarily smooth manifolds, that is, shapes that may have corners or other singularities. His most notable contribution in this field was his independent resolution of a special case of the Bernstein problem. The classical Bernstein problem, originally posed by Sergei Bernstein in 1915, asks whether an entire minimal graph in n-dimensional Euclidean space must be a hyperplane. A minimal graph is one that locally minimizes surface area. Think of a soap film stretched between two wires in three-dimensional space. The answer had been affirmatively resolved in the 1960s. However, the problem remained open for higher dimensions. Simons, in 1968, provided a comprehensive analysis of two-dimensional area-minimizing cones in four-dimensional Euclidean space. These cones, described by equations, exhibited certain symmetries. He demonstrated that these cones were stable, meaning they were local minimizers of area. This stability result was crucial because it allowed him to construct a counterexample to the Bernstein problem in eight-dimensional Euclidean space. He showed that there exist minimal hypersurfaces in 8 dimensions that are not hyperplanes, thus providing a negative answer to Bernstein's question in this higher dimensional setting. Simons' approach to the Bernstein problem was characterized by its ingenuity and technical depth. He combined geometric intuition with sophisticated analytical techniques to analyze the properties of minimal surfaces. His work provided deep insights into the nature of area-minimizing surfaces in higher dimensions and had a lasting impact on the field of geometric measure theory. His work on the Bernstein problem showcased a deep understanding of geometry, analysis, and the ability to construct novel mathematical arguments. The techniques he developed have found applications in other areas of mathematics, including the study of minimal surfaces and the calculus of variations. This early work in pure mathematics, seemingly far removed from the world of finance, laid the essential groundwork for Simons' later success. Geometric measure theory demands a keen eye for subtle patterns and relationships. the ability to extract meaningful information from complex data, and a willingness to challenge conventional wisdom. These are precisely the qualities that would later define his approach to financial modeling. The transition from academia to finance was, for Simons, a process of recognizing the untapped potential of mathematical tools in a domain often governed by intuition and subjective judgment. He observed that traditional investment strategies relied heavily on qualitative analysis, expert opinions, and macroeconomic forecasts. He saw that these approaches were often inconsistent and prone to human biases. Simons believed that a more rigorous, data-driven approach, grounded in mathematical models and statistical analysis, could provide a significant edge in the market. The scope of this essay encompasses the remarkable evolution of Jim Simons' career, charting his trajectory from a celebrated mathematician to a pioneer of quantitative finance. We will explore the problems he identified within the traditional investment landscape, the innovative solutions he devised by applying mathematical principles, and the enduring impact of his work on the financial industry. The central argument posits that Simons' extraordinary success stems from his unique ability to translate the rigor, pattern recognition skills, and problem-solving techniques honed during his academic career into a revolutionary approach to understanding and navigating the complexities of financial markets. His story illustrates the profound potential of mathematical thinking to transform seemingly unrelated fields and to unlock hidden patterns in even the most unpredictable of systems. Simons' career represents a shift in perspective, a movement away from reliance on subjective interpretations and toward objective, data-driven analysis. His contributions extend beyond the realm of finance, offering valuable lessons about the power of interdisciplinary thinking and the importance of challenging conventional assumptions. He demonstrated that the tools and techniques developed in pure mathematics can have profound practical applications, transforming industries and reshaping our understanding of the world around us. His legacy continues to inspire mathematicians, scientists, and entrepreneurs to explore the boundaries of knowledge and to seek innovative solutions to complex problems. The application of mathematical principles to financial markets, pioneered by Simons, has become an increasingly influential force, shaping the way investments are made and challenging the traditional dominance of intuition-based strategies. The lure of practical application, coupled with an innate curiosity about the world's complexities, eventually drew Simons toward the financial markets. He observed a landscape dominated by traditional investment strategies, where decisions often hinged on intuition, qualitative analysis of company reports, and pronouncements from market gurus. This reliance on subjective judgment struck him as inherently prone to biases and inconsistencies. The financial world, in his view, presented a vast and largely untapped dataset, a complex system ripe for the application of rigorous mathematical and statistical modeling. Simons envisioned a new paradigm for investment, one where decisions were driven by data, algorithms, and statistical probabilities rather than gut feelings or anecdotal evidence. He sought to identify patterns in market behavior, to discern subtle signals amidst the noise, and to develop models that could predict future price movements with a degree of accuracy exceeding that of human analysts. This vision led to the founding of Monometrics in 1978, the precursor to what would later become Renaissance technologies. The initial forays into applying mathematical models to financial markets were met with considerable challenges. Data availability was a significant hurdle. The vast electronic datasets that are commonplace today were then in their infancy. Gathering and cleaning historical market data required painstaking effort. Computing power also posed limitations. The complex statistical models that Simons envisioned demanded computational resources far exceeding those readily available at the time. Early computers lacked the speed and memory necessary to efficiently process large datasets and execute sophisticated algorithms. Beyond these technical obstacles, Simons confronted a more fundamental problem: the inherent unpredictability of human behavior. Financial markets are not governed by immutable physical laws. They are driven by the collective actions of millions of individuals, each with their own motivations, biases, and levels of rationality. The challenge lay in developing models that could account for this inherent uncertainty, that could extract meaningful signals from a system constantly perturbed by human psychology. Simons recognized that human biases were a major source of inefficiency in financial markets. Investors are often swayed by emotions such as fear and greed, leading them to make irrational decisions. They tend to overreact to news events, creating temporary price distortions. They are prone to confirmation bias, selectively seeking out information that supports their existing beliefs. Simons believed that these biases could be exploited through algorithmic trading, by developing systems that could identify and capitalize on predictable patterns of irrational behavior. The goal was to create a trading system that was objective and unemotional, immune to the psychological pitfalls that plague human investors. This required a radical departure from traditional investment approaches. It meant relinquishing control to algorithms, trusting in the power of data and statistical analysis to make decisions that were often counterintuitive. It also demanded a willingness to experiment, to iterate, and to continuously refine the models in response to changing market conditions. Simons assembled a team of mathematicians, physicists, statisticians, and computer scientists, individuals with expertise in areas far removed from the world of finance. This interdisciplinary approach was a key element of his strategy. He sought to bring fresh perspectives to bear on the problem of market prediction, to challenge conventional wisdom, and to develop entirely new approaches to investment. He fostered an environment of intellectual curiosity, encouraging his team to explore unconventional ideas and to pursue research that might initially seem impractical. The early days of monometrics were marked by both successes and setbacks. The initial models proved promising, generating modest profits. However, they also suffered periods of underperformance, highlighting the inherent challenges of predicting market behavior. Simons and his team learned valuable lessons from these early experiences, refining their models, improving their data processing techniques, and developing more robust risk management strategies. As computing power increased and data availability improved, monometrics evolved into Renaissance technologies, a firm dedicated to the systematic application of mathematical models to financial markets. The company continued to attract top talent from diverse fields, creating a unique culture that blended academic rigor with entrepreneurial spirit. Renaissance Technologies became known for its secretive nature, its emphasis on intellectual property protection, and its unwavering commitment to data-driven decision-making. Simons' vision for Renaissance Technologies was to create a self-learning system, one that could continuously adapt to changing market conditions. The models were designed to identify patterns, to test hypotheses, and to refine their predictions over time. This required a constant flow of new data, a sophisticated infrastructure for data processing, and a team of researchers dedicated to model development and maintenance. The application of mathematical principles to financial markets, as pioneered by Simons, has had a profound impact on the investment industry. Algorithmic trading has become increasingly prevalent, accounting for a significant portion of trading volume in many markets. Quantitative investment strategies based on mathematical models and statistical analysis have gained widespread acceptance. The traditional dominance of intuition-based investing has been challenged, as investors increasingly recognize the power of data and algorithms. Simon's legacy extends beyond the realm of finance. He demonstrated that the tools and techniques developed in pure mathematics can have profound practical applications, transforming industries and reshaping our understanding of the world around us. His career serves as an inspiration to mathematicians, scientists, and entrepreneurs, encouraging them to explore the boundaries of knowledge and to seek innovative solutions to complex problems. His emphasis on data-driven decision-making has influenced a wide range of fields, from medicine to marketing to politics. He showed the power of interdisciplinary collaboration, bringing together experts from diverse backgrounds to tackle challenging problems. He proved that it is possible to challenge conventional wisdom and to create entirely new approaches to solving old problems. The mathematical foundations underpinning Renaissance technology's success represent a fascinating intersection of theory and practice, a testament to the power of quantitative analysis in a world often characterized by uncertainty. The mathematical foundations underpinning Renaissance technology's success represent a fascinating intersection of theory and practice, a testament to the power of quantitative analysis in a world often characterized by uncertainty. This success stems from the application of sophisticated mathematical and statistical techniques to the seemingly chaotic realm of financial markets. At the heart of Renaissance technology's approach lies a deep understanding and skillful deployment of time series analysis, stochastic modeling, and machine learning. Time series analysis provides a framework for understanding data points indexed in time order. This is particularly relevant to financial markets, where prices, volumes, and other indicators are constantly evolving. Traditional financial analysis often relies on fundamental analysis, which examines a company's financial statements and industry trends to make investment decisions. Renaissance technologies, however, adopted a more data-driven approach, focusing on identifying patterns and anomalies in historical price data. Time series models, such as autoregressive integrated moving average models, or ARIMA models, are used to forecast future values based on past observations. These models capture the dependencies between consecutive data points, allowing for the prediction of short-term trends and fluctuations. Imagine, for instance, a simple scenario where the price of a stock tends to increase after a period of consistent decline. A time series model could identify this pattern and generate a trading signal to buy the stock when this condition is met. This approach contrasts sharply with relying on subjective interpretations of market news or expert opinions. Instead, the decisions are based on rigorous statistical analysis of historical data. The challenge, of course, lies in the complexity and inherent noise of financial markets. Prices are influenced by a multitude of factors, many of which are difficult to quantify or predict. This is where stochastic modeling comes into play. Stochastic models incorporate randomness and uncertainty into the analysis. They acknowledge that financial markets are not deterministic systems and that future outcomes can only be predicted with a certain degree of probability. Brownian motion, a mathematical model describing the random movement of particles, has been adapted to model stock prices. Other stochastic processes, such as the Ornstein-Uhlenbeck process, are used to model mean reverting behavior, where prices tend to revert to their average value over time. These models allow for the quantification of risk and the estimation of probabilities associated with different market scenarios. Consider a situation where a stock price exhibits high volatility, meaning it fluctuates rapidly and unpredictably. A stochastic model could be used to estimate the probability of the price exceeding a certain threshold or falling below a certain level. This information can then be used to construct trading strategies that manage risk and capitalize on opportunities. Stochastic models, therefore, provide a more realistic and nuanced representation of financial markets than deterministic models, which assume perfect predictability. Machine learning further enhances the capabilities of quantitative analysis by enabling the identification of complex patterns and relationships that are difficult to detect using traditional statistical methods. Machine learning algorithms can learn from vast amounts of data and adapt to changing market conditions. Supervised learning techniques, such as regression and classification, are used to predict future outcomes based on labeled data. Unsupervised learning techniques, such as clustering and dimensionality reduction, are used to identify hidden patterns and structures in unlabeled data. For example, a machine learning algorithm could be trained to predict whether a stock price will increase or decrease based on a variety of factors, such as historical prices, trading volumes, and macroeconomic indicators. The algorithm learns from past data and adjusts its parameters to improve its predictive accuracy. This approach allows for the identification of subtle relationships that might be missed by human analysts. Furthermore, machine learning algorithms can automatically adapt to changing market dynamics, ensuring that the models remain relevant and effective over time. The application of these techniques addresses the fundamental problem of identifying patterns in noisy and complex financial data. Financial markets are characterized by a high degree of randomness, making it difficult to discern genuine signals from random noise. Time series analysis, stochastic modeling, and machine learning provide tools to filter out the noise and extract meaningful information from the data. These techniques allow for the identification of statistical anomalies and the exploitation of market inefficiencies. One key challenge in applying these techniques is the problem of overfitting. Overfitting occurs when a model is too closely fitted to the training data, resulting in poor performance on new, unseen data. This is a particular concern in financial markets, where historical patterns may not necessarily repeat in the future. To mitigate overfitting, Renaissance Technologies employs a variety of techniques, such as cross-validation, regularization, and ensemble methods. Cross-validation involves partitioning the data into multiple subsets and training the model on different combinations of these subsets. Regularization adds a penalty term to the model's objective function, discouraging overly complex models. Ensemble methods combine the predictions of multiple models to reduce variance and improve robustness. Simon's academic background in pattern recognition and geometric measure theory profoundly influenced his approach to financial modeling. Pattern recognition, a field concerned with identifying patterns in data, provided a natural framework for analyzing financial markets. Geometric measure theory, a branch of mathematics that deals with the measurement of geometric objects, provided tools for quantifying the complexity and irregularity of financial data. His expertise in these areas allowed him to develop innovative algorithms and techniques for extracting meaningful information from financial markets. The integration of these mathematical concepts provided a powerful framework for quantitative financial analysis. The ability to identify patterns, quantify risk, and adapt to changing market conditions allowed Renaissance Technologies to achieve extraordinary success in the world of finance. This success serves as a testament to the power of mathematical rigor and scientific methodology in a field traditionally dominated by intuition and subjective judgment. The success of Renaissance Technologies sent ripples throughout the financial world, catalyzing a profound transformation in how investment firms approached market analysis and trading strategies. Simon's pioneering work demonstrated the immense potential of mathematical models and statistical analysis in generating consistent, high-alpha returns. This revelation spurred a wave of adoption, with numerous hedge funds and investment firms seeking to emulate Renaissance technology's data-driven, quantitative approach. The impact extended beyond mere imitation. Simon's emphasis on hiring individuals with expertise in mathematics, physics, computer science, and other quantitative fields reshaped the talent landscape of the financial industry. A new breed of quants, armed with advanced degrees and sophisticated analytical skills, began to populate trading floors, replacing traditional finance professionals who relied primarily on intuition and experience. These quants brought with them a diverse range of tools and techniques, including machine learning, artificial intelligence, and high-performance computing, further accelerating the evolution of quantitative finance. The widespread adoption of quantitative trading strategies has undeniably increased market efficiency. The rapid dissemination of information and the ability to execute trades at lightning speed have reduced arbitrage opportunities and narrowed price discrepancies. However, this increased efficiency also carries potential risks. The interconnectedness of financial markets and the reliance on complex algorithms can amplify market volatility and create systemic vulnerabilities. A single flawed algorithm or unexpected market event can trigger a cascade of automated trades, leading to rapid and destabilizing price swings. The ethical considerations surrounding quantitative trading are also worthy of consideration. The use of sophisticated algorithms to exploit subtle market inefficiencies raises questions about fairness and transparency. The potential for algorithmic bias and the lack of human oversight in automated trading systems can exacerbate existing inequalities and create unintended consequences. Ensuring that quantitative trading strategies are aligned with ethical principles and promote market stability is a challenge that requires ongoing attention from regulators, academics, and industry practitioners. Despite the widespread adoption of quantitative techniques, replicating the extraordinary success of Renaissance technologies has proven elusive. While many firms have achieved respectable returns using quantitative strategies, few have consistently outperformed the market to the same degree as Renaissance. This suggests that the firm's success is attributable to factors beyond simply employing mathematical models and hiring talented quants. One key factor is access to high-quality data. Renaissance Technologies has invested heavily in acquiring and curating vast datasets, encompassing a wide range of financial and economic information. This data provides the raw material for training and refining its algorithms. The quality and comprehensiveness of this data are crucial for identifying subtle patterns and predicting future market movements. Another critical factor is computational resources. The development and deployment of sophisticated quantitative trading strategies requires significant computing power. Renaissance Technologies has built a state-of-the-art infrastructure capable of processing massive amounts of data and executing complex calculations in real time. This computational advantage allows the firm to respond quickly to changing market conditions and capitalize on fleeting opportunities. Perhaps the most important factor is the unique intellectual environment cultivated at Renaissance Technologies. Simon's fostered a culture of collaboration, innovation, and intellectual curiosity, attracting some of the brightest minds in the world. He encouraged his researchers to pursue unconventional ideas and challenge established assumptions. This open and collaborative environment fostered creativity and allowed the firm to develop truly groundbreaking trading strategies. The challenge of replicating Renaissance Technologies' success highlights the importance of talent, data, computational resources, and a supportive intellectual environment. While quantitative techniques can provide a significant edge in financial markets, they are not a guaranteed path to riches. Success requires a holistic approach, encompassing not only technical expertise, but also a deep understanding of market dynamics, risk management, and ethical considerations. Simon's contribution lies in demonstrating the power of mathematical rigor and scientific methodology in a field traditionally dominated by intuition and subjective judgment. He pioneered the application of advanced mathematical concepts, such as dynamical systems theory, pattern recognition, and geometric measure theory, to the analysis of financial markets. This innovative approach transformed the way investment firms approach market analysis and trading strategies. His legacy extends beyond the specific algorithms and techniques developed at Renaissance Technologies. He established a new paradigm for quantitative finance, emphasizing the importance of data-driven decision-making, mathematical modeling, and scientific rigor. This paradigm has had a profound and lasting impact on the financial industry, shaping the way investment firms operate and the types of talent they seek. The enduring relevance of Simon's approach lies in its adaptability. While specific algorithms and trading strategies may become obsolete over time, the underlying principles of mathematical modeling and statistical analysis remain timeless. As financial markets continue to evolve and new technologies emerge, the ability to apply mathematical rigor and scientific methodology will be essential for success. The future of quantitative finance will likely be characterized by increasing complexity and sophistication, the development of new machine learning techniques, the availability of vast datasets, and the increasing power of computing infrastructure will enable the creation of even more sophisticated trading strategies. However, the fundamental principles of risk management, ethical considerations, and the importance of human oversight will remain paramount. As the field continues to evolve, it is important to remember that mathematical models are tools, not oracles. They can provide valuable insights and enhance decision-making, but they should always be used with caution and a healthy dose of skepticism. The true legacy of Jim Simons is not simply the wealth he accumulated, but the intellectual revolution he sparked, a revolution that continues to shape the world of finance.
We really appreciate you tuning in to this AI-powered presentation. Our goal is to push the boundaries of AI in content creation, and your input is invaluable. If there's a particular subject you'd like to see us tackle next, or if you have suggestions on how we could fine-tune our AI's creative prompts, please don't hesitate to leave your ideas in the comments section. We're excited to bring you more unique content very soon.